Ranked ahead of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Matthew Stafford leads the Rams into a Super Bowl showdown that breaks all viewing records. As an armored powerhouse, will LA fulfill their destiny or fall to playoff chaos?
The season we're saying is the best in the NFL. Matthew Stafford or Patrick Mahomes? Chiefs Rams.
Of course I'll go with Stafford.
Whoa! Mahomes slander.
Mahomes is not. I'm not slandering Mahomes. Who's got a better chance to win the Super Bowl this year?
Chiefs.
Okay. I think the Chiefs are terrific. I think the Chiefs and the Rams might be as.
We know you think.
By the way,
the
Chiefs and the Rams would break Super Bowl viewing records.
Be a great Super Bowl
in Los Angeles. But at the end of the day, which one has a better chance to be a Super Bowl winner? The Rams. They're on my power rankings list, and the Chiefs are yet to crack my top 10. I need to see it first.
I'm saying which quarterback at the end of the year.
I understand that. Mahomes is still, you know.
The more likely Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback that at the end of the season we're saying is the best in the NFL. Matthew Stafford or Patrick Mahomes? Chiefs Rams.
Of course I'll go with Stafford.
Whoa! Mahomes slander.
Mahomes is not. I'm not slandering Mahomes. Who's got a better chance to win the Super Bowl this year?
Chiefs.
Okay. I think the Chiefs are terrific. I think the Chiefs and the Rams might be as.
We know you think.
By the way,
the
Chiefs and the Rams would break Super Bowl viewing records.
Be a great Super Bowl
in Los Angeles. But at the end of the day, which one has a better chance to be a Super Bowl winner? The Rams. They're on my power rankings list, and the Chiefs are yet to crack my top 10. I need to see it.
The Rams are the favorite to be in that game and win it all, marking the first time they have been the preseason Super Bowl favorites in at least 20 years. They have plus 550 odds at DraftKings, with the Bills and Ravens having the next shortest odds at 10-1. So are you buying, CC, that the Rams are the overwhelming favorite to win the Super Bowl?
Hell no. Last 30 years in the NFL, the preseason favorite hasn't, you're only talking about 4 of them winning the actual championship. And those 4 teams, their quarterbacks, Tom Brady, done it twice, Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, and Patrick Mahomes, future Hall of Famer. I can't assign that level of success to them just based on what we've seen from the trends, because on their schedule, you got a target on your back. It's a very different thing being the hunted versus the hunter. Other thing I'll say is this. They will have a 39-year-old quarterback by the time Super Bowl 61 kicks off. Only 2 quarterbacks have won the Super Bowl age 39 or older. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Not sure I'm putting Matthew Stafford in that bucket. There's that. Also, you have to consider the fact that you've got some serious off-the-field issues with your wide receiver in Puka Nacua and your left tackle in Mallory Jackson. We heard from Adam Schefter earlier this week on the Pat McAfee Show. He said that the league is discussing potential discipline for both of those guys, and the latter could potentially be a repeat offender when it comes to violating the personal conduct policy. You got a top-heavy roster, 10 guys.
Kevin Clark.
Right. CC, great arguments. I disagree with basically everything you said.
I know you do.
So let's start here. You said, the Hall of Fame, the list of Hall of Famers. Matthew Stafford is a future Hall of Famer. He's going to Canton.
He's not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady.
I understand.
He's not even Patrick Mahomes.
I understand.
So let's chill out.
But he's Matthew Stafford.
But he's Matthew Stafford, and everybody right now who calls defensive plays or plays defense is scared of Matthew Stafford.
Should be.
And the way he's able to manipulate defenses on a play-to-play basis.
Okay.
You mentioned the top-heavy roster. I agree in theory, but also that undersells some of the young talent on this team. Your Braden Fisks, your Cam Kitchens, the bunch of guys on the D-line who were there before.
Keep preaching.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about Trent McDuffie, Stafford, Puka.
Every defensive caller in the league lives in absolute fear of Stafford. Yet an unstoppable quarterback is meaningless without the tactical genius pulling the strings.
Before.
Keep preaching.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about Trent McDuffie, Stafford, Puka. We're going to know about this, but Byron Young, Kobe Turner, they're consistently good. You were able to trade Jared Verse and still have a really deep defensive line behind it. So you mentioned the coaching. It's really good. Sean McVay is a top 5 coach in this league. Sometimes when there are super teams in this league, it's undone by a Freddie Kitchens. It's undone by somebody who's not there to carry the torch relative to what the talent looks like. Sean McVay is not going to do that. And I just look around the league and I see a bunch of incomplete teams, CC. This is the complete team. Everybody else is incomplete. We mentioned the Bengals earlier, right? Coaching questions with the Bills and the Ravens. There's so many. The Chargers look great until the games start. There's so many questions. There are no questions with the Rams.
The National Football League is officially bracing for absolute warfare as the Los Angeles Rams launch an aggressive, uncompromising championship takeover for the 2026 season. In a staggering sequence of events that has sent shockwaves through all 32 franchises, DraftKings opened the Rams at plus 550 odds, making Sean McVay's squad the consensus, overwhelming preseason favorite to capture Super Bowl 61 right in their home stadium in Los Angeles. For the first time in over 2 decades, the Rams are not entering the campaign as a dark horse contender or an under-the-radar wild card. They are marching in as an armored juggernaut with a massive target painted squarely on their backs. Yet, national sports media immediately erupted in fierce, polarizing debate. On ESPN's First Take, veteran analyst Chris Canty fired warning shots across the bow, pointing out that historical trends are overwhelmingly stacked against preseason darlings. Over the last 3 decades of modern NFL football, only 4 preseason favorites have actually finished the job and lifted the Lombardi Trophy. And every single one of those champions featured legendary Hall of Fame quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Patrick Mahomes. The central question now paralyzing rival fan bases is whether Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay possess the mental steel to carry the unfathomable burden of being the hunted rather than the hunter.
Skeptics and rival defensive coordinators are quick to highlight a daunting historical barrier standing directly in Matthew Stafford's path. By the time Super Bowl 61 kicks off in Los Angeles, Stafford will be 39 years old. In 58 years of NFL history, only 2 quarterbacks have ever hoisted the Lombardi Trophy at age 39 or older: Peyton Manning with Denver and Tom Brady with Tampa Bay. Critics openly question whether Stafford's body can endure another brutal 17-game regular season schedule plus a high-stakes postseason gauntlet. Furthermore, the Rams are suddenly navigating unexpected clouds of off-field distraction. Reports surrounding potential league disciplinary reviews for star wide receiver Puka Nacua and standout offensive tackle Alaric Jackson have injected serious tension into training camp. Compounding those concerns is the Rams' top-heavy salary cap distribution, where 10 high-earning superstars swallow over 60% of the team's total payroll. On paper, a single key injury could theoretically derail their entire season. But those staring strictly at financial spreadsheets fail to understand the terrifying competitive furnace burning inside the Rams' locker room.
What national analysts completely overlook in their cynical breakdowns is the terrifying psychological reality facing defensive coordinators every single Sunday. Matthew Stafford is not merely a veteran quarterback managing games. He is an offensive grandmaster who manipulates pre-snap coverages and safety shells with ruthless precision. Defensive play callers across the league live in absolute dread of Stafford's lethal arm talent, no-look wizardry, and instant diagnostic checks at the line of scrimmage. When critics claim Stafford doesn't belong in the same elite breath as Manning or Brady, insiders in locker rooms around the league know better. Furthermore, the lazy narrative of a fragile, top-heavy roster completely ignores the explosive young defensive talent engineered in Los Angeles. Emerging defensive stars like Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner, and Byron Young have transformed the Rams' front line into a violent, unrelenting force. Combining that fierce pass rush with elite secondary playmakers like Troy McDuffie means opposing offenses face a schematic nightmare every single time they take the field.
While rival franchises across the AFC and NFC stumble through coaching turnover, scheme instability, and internal locker room friction, the Los Angeles Rams possess the ultimate tactical trump card: head coach Sean McVay. Regarded unanimously as a top 5 coaching mind in professional football, McVay operates an offensive system designed to exploit every single micro weakness in modern defenses. As NFL analysts boldly declared on national television, while contenders like the Bengals, Bills, and Ravens battle nagging scheme questions and coaching uncertainty, Los Angeles stands alone as the only truly complete team in football. Everyone else is flawed. The Rams are a perfected football machine. McVay's relentless up-tempo philosophy forces opposing defensive lines to stay on the field in grueling heat, turning fourth quarters into demoralizing blowouts where rival defenses simply run out of gas. The entire sports universe is already buzzing over the blockbuster prospect of a Super Bowl 61 clash between the Los Angeles Rams and Patrick Mahomes' Kansas City Chiefs. A championship duel of this magnitude in Los Angeles would shatter all historic television viewing records, pitting two iconic franchises and master strategists against each other on the grandest stage in American sports. Media outlets across the country are captivated by the sheer spectacle of Stafford's high-octane Rams going toe-to-toe against Mahomes' Chiefs. It is a dream scenario that promises high-stakes drama, explosive passing highlights, and an unforgettable war for gridiron supremacy. When forced to choose between Patrick Mahomes and Matthew Stafford on national television, legendary commentator Rich Eisen didn't hesitate to make a jaw-dropping declaration. Eisen placed the Los Angeles Rams atop his official NFL power rankings, while leaving the Chiefs completely outside his top 10, picking Matthew Stafford to outshine Mahomes, win the NFL MVP award, and capture the Super Bowl crown. For Matthew Stafford, the 2026 season represents the ultimate legacy-defining crusade. Entering this campaign with ruthless determination, Stafford knows that winning a second Lombardi trophy and earning Super Bowl MVP honors would forever immortalize his name alongside the greatest legends in football history. The clock is ticking, the pressure is immense, and the Los Angeles Rams are marching toward destiny. Will Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay conquer the 39-year-old curse and bring the Lombardi trophy back to Los Angeles? Or will off-field drama and playoff chaos destroy the Rams' Super Bowl dream? Do you believe America's team in LA is winning it all, or are the Chiefs still the team to beat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.